He thought that Russia was a house of cards, that it would collapse like a house of cards, which it initially did. It conformed to the idea he had that he was fatally weak, useless, a poisoned nation which was dying on its feet. He could just march into it and steal it. Steal the land, steal the people, kill quite a few of them.
But now we are at war. I love you all.
We want a better world.
Satan ist ein Symbol.
Well, it was an opportunistic theft for two reasons. Firstly, very recently, Stalin had decimated the ranks of senior officers down to including the rank of colonel. He just murdered or sent to camps a great many of them because of his paranoia. This meant that the Russian armed forces were extremely weak in their leadership. They were still recovering from this trauma, this lobotomy. Secondly, news was inevitably going to reach Stalin that Germany was preparing to invade. In fact, it did. A German private soldier sneaked out, ran to the Russians and told them, we're going to invade. And, Stalin had him shot. But the penny would have dropped eventually the longer Hitler delayed. It was a war of ideologies, most certainly communism and Nazism. But beyond that, it was a war with the Untermensch, between Aryan and Untermensch. And the Untermensch were an existential threat to the Aryan. If you didn't destroy them, they would destroy you. So that in order for the Aryan race to survive this battle had to be money. I'm talking about how Hitler saw this, not how in rational terms anyone who wasn't actually rather mad would see it. Albert Speer had a description of this in Ukraine. He said, we could drive around when we first invaded without a bodyguard. But he said our Eastern commissars were so utterly brutal in their racial policies. For example, there was the burning of an Orthodox church, I think it was in Kiev, simply because it was Ukrainian. And the sheer brutality of the race policy ensured that all those groups which would have rallied to Germany, who'd been so disoriented by the Soviet Union, who were desperate to see the end of communism, realized that Nazism was offered nothing for them except a more torturous form of death. If you consider that 3 million Russian prisoners, Soviet prisoners, I should say, died in German prisoner of war camps. That's an unbelievable figure. 3 million, you let 3 million prisoners of war die? Oh, it's beyond belief. And it comes again to this bizarre, atavistic racial notion that they're subhuman. And this is why he got Russia wrong, because he saw it through the prism of subhumanity. Because he saw Russia through a racial prism, and I saw Russians as a kind of simian people, this prevented him forming strategic coalitions among the antagonistic groups within Russia itself. The country came together to destroy him.